Let's see another question from Theory of Computation and some question paper, question number 7. That is the last question of our question paper. So let's see. Explain the following Chomsky hierarchy. So Chomsky hierarchy was given by a former data scientist Noam Chomsky, who is a professor and researcher in Stanford University, California. So does its hierarchy says? So the Chomsky hierarchy is a classification of from a formal grammar. So what is Chomsky hierarchy? Basically, it is the classification of formal grammars, which are the system that generate string of symbol according to certain rules. There are 4 levels in Chomsky hierarchy, each represent a different types of grammar. So in Chomsky has divided its hierarchy into 4 types of grammar. Okay, so in each type has its different grammar. So type 0 grammar is called as unrestricted, type 1 is called context sensitive, type 2 is called context free, and type 3 is called regular grammar. So type 0 unrestricted grammar, what is unrestricted grammar? It is also known as recursively enumerable language. This grammar has no restriction on their production rule and it can be generated recursively by any enumerable languages. Okay. Now type 1 is context sensitive grammar. In this, a production rule are applicable based on the context of symbols subject to certain constraints. So there are certain constraints in context sensitive grammar. Context free grammar are the production rules that are applied regardless of context, meaning the left hand side of a production rule can always be replaced by the right hand side. Okay. Type 3 is regular grammar. It is the simplest type of grammar with limited expressive power. It is categorized by a production rule of the form A can be written as AB or A can be written as A, where AB are non-terminal symbol and A is a terminal symbol. Now PDA, 2PDA and NPDA. What is PDA? PDA is a push down automata. PDA is a type of automation which is a mathematical model of computation. It is a mathematical model of computation and it is a type of automation. It exists the capability of finite automata by adding a state. In PDA push down automata we uses a stack. Okay, and our stacks first symbol we put is epsilon, that is empty stack. Um, if allowing it to recognize context free language. PDA is have states, transition, input tag and a state. What does PDA consist? PDA consists of states, transaction, our input tab and the push symbols which we use. Oh, sorry, stack. Okay, in which we push as symbols. They can be read input symbol from the input tab. Firstly, we read input symbol from input, then we push symbols onto the stack, and we pop the symbols from the stack and transition between state is based on the current input symbol and the symbol on the top of the stack. What is 2PDA? Two-way push down automata. It is a variation of PDA where the input tab head can move in both directions, not restricted to move only to the right. In PDA we can only move on into a single direction, but in 2PDA it is a variation of PDA. Okay, in which we can move our input head in both the direction. Means there is no restriction to move only to the right. What is NPDA? NPDA is non-deterministic push down automata. So PDA where there can be multiple possible transition from a state for a given input symbol and state symbol combination. NPDA is more powerful model than deterministic PDA and that can be recognized by the same class of language and deterministic PDA, namely the context-free languages. What is recursive enumerable language? Recursively enumerable language is also called as recursively enumerable sets, and these are the languages that can be recognized by a Turing machine. A language L is recursively enumerable if there exists a Turing machine that accepts every string in language L and either reject or look indefinitely on a string not in L. These languages are at the top level of the Chomsky hierarchy. Type 0 grammar, they are not necessarily decidable, meaning that might be an algorithm to determine membership in the language that always halt for an input. Okay, so basically these all were the solutions and explanations of end sem paper of theory of computation. Hope you get the solutions and the explanation. Thank you.